So, first and foremost, this is not a clickbait. This is not a Tana Mojo, I watched my Uber driver slit his wrist in front of me, and then you click on the video and it's like, he really cut his arm hard on the door when he opened it, though. Not that. This is what has been going on with me. Those of you guys that follow me on Snapchat, y'all already know. But this is kind of what's been going on with me for a week and a half. For about a year and a half to 2 years on YouTube, I have consecutively posted videos for at the very least one a week for, almost 2 years now. And when I go a whole entire week without posting, or a whole week and a half, or even longer, then usually something's up, and that is what's up. So I am going to tell you guys the story of what has been going on. So I guess I'll just get into it. 2 Fridays ago, my mom comes over to my house just to visit. She just like popped in to visit, whatever. She was fine. Everything was cool. She was talking about going to Victoria's Secrets. I was like, no, don't go. Wait till next week because that's the semi-annual sale. So then she went home. No big, nothing, dramatic, anything, whatever, nothing was wrong. About 30 minutes later, I get a call from Tim, and he tells me, your mom just texted her boyfriend and said that she called 911 because she thinks she's having a heart attack. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? She was just in my house and she was fine. Are you kidding me? And he's like, no, I'm not fucking kidding. I can't get a hold of her. Her boyfriend can't get a hold of her. Nobody can get a hold of her. So of course I was like, what the fuck? And to boot, there's like some college girl at my house, like selling God knows what. I had been sitting outside talking to her. Tim just kept calling me like over and over and over. And I was sitting outside talking to her, and I tried to explain to her like, oh my God, I just got a phone call that my mom thinks she's having a heart attack. And why did this bitch hold this book out and say, well, if I could just go over this, it'll only take like 5 minutes? I was like, did you not just hear what came out of my mouth? Like, I don't know if she thought it was like some kind of a fucking ploy to like get her away from my house, but I am somebody that like donates to people. When they're especially when it's like college kids and stuff like that, we always donate, we always buy what they got, whatever. But I'm like, bitch, I literally just said that my mom thinks she's having a heart attack, and you want me to sit here for 5 more minutes and discuss whatever the fuck you're selling? No, I'm gonna go. I gotta go. So me and Aiden, I like tried calling, couldn't get an answer. So then Tim called me, and he's like, he got a hold of her. She's in the squad. They're taking her into the hospital. So we all rush up to the hospital. As soon as we get to the hospital, they send us up to the 2nd floor of the hospital, which is the cardiac floor. And I go up to the desk, and, I told him what was going on. Like, hey, we're here for, my mom, whatever, told him her name. And this bitch looked at me and said, she's on the table with the doctor. That's all we know. Now, when I think of she's on the table with the doctor, I fucking immediately envision her like opened up. They're like trying to save her life. She's fucking dying. They're trying to bring her back to life. So obviously I have a complete and total fucking breakdown. And I was like, what the fuck? And the lady's like, no. That doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. How could on the table with the doctor after you just called 911 because you think you're having a heart attack not be a bad thing? Like, you tell me that. So I just like, I gotta walk away from her. Like, I just walked the fuck away. And Tim was like, they said it doesn't mean she's like in surgery or like, it doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that the doctor's looking at her. So, or it could mean something bad, but it doesn't mean that it means something bad. Do you know what I'm saying? So for an entire hour and a half, we sat on nothing but that information. Like, nobody knew anything. Nobody would tell us anything. We were like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like freaking out because if you guys have been with me for a really long time, then like, I lost my dad when I was 21 years old in a car accident, and I was like, please don't fucking tell me this is happening again. Like, I was flipping the fuck out, and I was trying to keep myself occupied by like calling family and friends and everybody else just like to let them know what was going on. So then another lady comes in, and she's like, oh, Stewart, my mom's last name is Stewart. She's like, Stewart family? And, you know, we all turn around and she goes, I'm going to take you down to the doctor's office and you're going to have a consult with the doctor and he's going to tell you what happened. Immediately I was like I couldn't even see. Like, I just remember seeing white. Like, I thought she died. Don't you think the first thing that you would say is, she's stable? I mean, that should be the first thing coming out of your mouth. She's stable. She's okay. You know what I mean? And we're like walking down there and all I could hear was like, woo, woo, woo. I'm like grabbing onto Tim because I don't even know where I'm going. I'm like thinking that my mom died. Like, oh my God, it was so fucking crazy. I can't even explain to you the feeling. It was nuts. So I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Thankfully, you know, Tim or Jim, my mom's boyfriend, I don't even remember which one, once we got in the doctor's office, was like, she's like, okay, right? Like, she's alive, right? And she's like, oh, yeah. The doctor's gonna come down and talk to you and tell you just like the procedure that he had to do. Bitch, wouldn't that be the first fucking thing out of your mouth? Would you not think that that would be the first thing out of your mouth when this like family's sitting here? What? Like, I was just like, this fucking place right now. I was flipping out. So, we get in there and the doctor comes in and he like explains to us that when she called 911, she got in the squad and they did an EKG and the EKG was fine. She got to the hospital and the doctor looked at her and she had one blockage. If you don't know what a blockage is, basically your heart has like all these valves and veins and everything else, and it pumps blood throughout your body through these. When they get blocked up, you have a heart attack and they need to go in and kind of clear that pathway out. So she had one blockage when she got there, and he was like looking up at the monitor, and as he was like looking in that valve that was blocked to go and clear it out, she ended up having like a massive heart attack and 2 more blockages. So she literally like almost died on the table. She told me that she thought she was gonna die. Like, she felt like she was gonna die. So the doctor was like fucking amazing. Like, I cannot explain. I know like a lot of, I did not want to fucking cry. I know a lot of times that we like completely take people in the medical field for advantage, because if it wasn't for that doctor, like, I would not have my mom right now. And the thought of that is, damn it. Okay, I needed to compose myself. So, as I was saying, I just think we take them for advantage. You know what I mean? Like, he saved my mom's life, and if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't be here. And, you know, we go to the hospital and we get seen by doctors, and I have a lot of people in my family that have like lung problems and heart problems and whatever else. And, you know, they go see doctors and they do things for them and they prescribe them things and they do surgeries and do whatever else. But I don't think we really see the big picture. Like, we don't really take in account what they actually do. Like, they really do save people's lives, and it's kind of like mind-blowing what they're capable of. So yeah, so the doctor basically told us everything that happened, and he said, you know, you guys are going to sit here for a couple minutes while we get her settled into her room and everything, and then you're going to go see her. So we sat there still. Thankfully, you know, a fucking like 80-ton weight had been lifted off my shoulders, because I'm like, thank God she's alive, she's okay. He said she was okay. You know, obviously there's going to have to be some rehabilitation done and everything else, but she's okay. So we go into the room and we go see her. You could not even fucking tell that anything had happened to her, besides the fact that she's like hooked up to all these monitors. I'm like, what? Like, she was like, her color was good. She was like her same like quirky self. I mean, you couldn't even fucking tell anything had happened. It was crazy. So a couple of days had passed and she was all good. And Wednesday, I was at work and she texted me at work and I didn't get her text message. So she called me and she said, I'm having chest pains again. And I just like took off. I was like, I gotta go. I didn't like care what was going down or like who was there or whatever. I was just like, I have to go. So I rushed out and I called her again and I said, I'm on my way. I'm going to be there in like 10 minutes, whatever. And then I called Tim and I was flipping out. I'm like, she's having fucking chest pains again. Is this going to happen again? Like, what the fuck is going on? And he said, if she's having chest pains, you can tell her to call 911. So I called her back and I said, just call 911 because I don't know how long it's going to take me to get there, because she kind of lives in another town from me, but I was like in town, like in our city, and to like get through traffic and stop signs and whatever else, I didn't know how long it was going to take. So I was like, just call 911, because not only will they be able to get there faster because they can weave around traffic, but they have the equipment to, if you are having a heart attack right now, there's equipment in their squad to be able to, deal with that, accommodate to that. So she calls 911. I get there just a couple minutes after the squad does. They're taking her to the hospital, and we go back in and, we're waiting. She's fine. I could tell she was a lot different this time from the first time. She said, the pain wasn't extreme. The pain wasn't as extreme, but it was the same type of pain. So that went down. So of course I'm fucking freaking out again. Like, what the fuck is going on? And a lot of the reason why I wasn't on social media and wasn't posting updates and stuff like that is because I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't want to have to explain myself like over and over and over again. And I'm kind of like new to this whole social media thing, so I didn't know at the time if I was comfortable. Like, to be honest with you guys, if my mom would have died, I probably would not have came back to social media, because my coping method and my way of dealing with things is just to like shove it down and not deal with it. So to have to explain to thousands of people like what was going on and what had happened, it just like was not in the cards for me. So that is the reason why I've kind of been like blank from social media. I'm getting ready to film videos right now, which is why I don't have any makeup on. I probably should have explained that in the beginning. But anyways, yeah, so all that happened. They only kept her for a day. They said, the doctor said that it was basically like angina. If you don't know what angina is, it is almost like phantom pains from your heart being worked on after like having a heart attack, or like open heart surgery or anything like that. So, and it was a lot to do with their medicine too, I guess. I really honestly don't know like the specifics behind, what with her medicine was happening or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a medical person. I don't know. Long story, not so short, because it's like 15 minutes later. She is okay. She's recovering. She's doing awesome. Hi mom, because she watches my videos. Anyways, that is what has been going on with me, and I just want to get back on my filming schedule and like, just keep it going, keep it rolling, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to come on and make like a whole entire video dedicated to it. I thought about doing maybe like a coffee talk or something like that, but the thought of like trying to explain makeup and trying to explain the fact that my mom almost died was just not, like, those two were not like cohesive with me. I was like, I just need to explain this and put it in a video all on its own. So that is what's up. That is what happened to me over the last week and a half. It has been fucking insane. But everything's okay now. Obviously, I'm trying to, spend as much time with her as I can and, do a lot more with her than I did, because that's fucking nuts. Just the fact that that even happened. My mom, I don't know if I said in the beginning, I don't think I did. My mom has COPD and emphysema. However, her oxygen levels do run like 97, 98, which is really, really good. She has it from smoking for years and years and years, but she hasn't been smoking, or she hasn't smoked a cigarette in over a year. So she quit smoking and now her oxygen levels are good. I honestly thought that I would be in the hospital with her over a lung collapsing, or, you know what I mean? Something to do with their breathing. Never a fucking heart attack, ever. The doctor actually told us, because my uncle had a heart attack when he was like 30. My grandpa had CHF, that's how he died. So the doctor was like, you need to go get your heart tested. All your brothers and sisters need to get tested. All her brothers and sisters need to get tested. Like, everybody in your family needs to be tested because it is a genetic. He said, the way he explained it is that heart disease and heart attacks and things like that are severely genetic. So that means that, you know, it's if one person's got it, it's going to go down the line. So now I have to go have a stress test done and get my heart done, and I'm freaking out about it a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a little crazy because yes, I fucking probably put a lot more stress on my heart than I should, i.e. energy shots and fucking diet pills and whatever else. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated on that, but that is what's up. That's where I've been. And I know it hasn't been like a huge stretch of time or anything like that, but like I said, I have consecutively posted, that was like slow motion. I have consecutively posted videos, at the very least one a week, for like a year or two. So when I get outside of that, I just like feel the need to explain myself because y'all are like waiting for videos, and I've seen your snaps and I've seen your Instagram posts and I've seen your comments on videos like, where the fuck you at, bitch? But I'm back. So I'm just gonna try to get everything back on track. Not tomorrow because I got a lot going on tomorrow, but Wednesday I think probably I'm gonna try to film like all day long. I'm gonna film right now like a makeup tutorial, and hopefully my fucking ColourPop haul. I have ColourPop lippies that have been sitting in the box for God knows how long, like 3 weeks now, so I need to show those to you guys. So that is what's up. Hopefully I can get my videos back on track and just do this thing, get back to this thing. I honestly don't even remember like half of the videos that I promised. I'm gonna have to go through old videos and see what the fuck. I know I want to do, you know, obviously my ColourPop haul. I have a fashion haul coming up. I have a hair tutorial coming up. I'm getting ready to film a makeup tutorial with like a colored lower lash line type dealy. And I don't know if there was anything else that I said I was going to do and you guys want to see it, let me know in the comments. So that is what's up. That's what's been going on with me right here. So I don't think there's anything else to say except for thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you are not. Follow me on all my social media. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave them in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.